Hey guys, it's Eclipzz, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made the modular terrain on Chaos Island. Hello?
Eclipzz-YT in the Fortnite item shop.
Apparently you're supposed to use code Eclipzz-YT in the Fortnite item shop? I don't know what that was. But anyways, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make modular terrain in Fortnite Creative. And first, we're going to take a look at my main example, which is my new BR map, Chaos Island. So the whole map is modular terrain, but I'll go into the middle for an example. So I've got mixed opinions on the modular, and a lot of people like it, some people don't. But what you see here is actually really simple to do. This is all around the island. If you want to check out the map yourself, the code will be on screen here. But yeah, so let's get into the tutorial on how you can make something like this. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is go into galleries and select terrain. There's a lot of modular, but you're going to want to get the buildable modular terrain because those are the most important ones. So I'd recommend starting out with this gallery right here and just test to make sure it's the right one, which it is. And I'd say start out with this piece right here. Now, you're going to want a nice little flat area, so just extend this, shrink the height so you can actually place it, and place it wherever. Make sure that it's on build grid. You can just do that by placing a wall on the floor and then evening it out. And then just make this as big or as small as you want it to be. Okay, the next thing that you're going to want to do for making large-scale modular is shrink this down to a smaller size. And you're going to want to use this along the edges of the modular that's already been built, so it has more of a flat edge. So after you have the basic shape down, you're going to want to grab this piece right here, shrink it down to a reasonable size, and tilt it out just a little bit to where it looks like this. And for this part, all you have to do is make this go around the terrain so it looks like it has a rocky base. Okay, so after you have that done, it doesn't need to look like the smoothest thing ever, it just doesn't need to look like it has really smooth edges because you want it to look natural. Now the next part you're going to need is this piece right here. I'd recommend shrinking down its height a little bit, but you can leave most of the top on, and all you're going to want to do is every once in a while, actually maybe you do need to shrink it down a little bit, but every once in a while place them like this to make it look like moss is growing on the side rocks, and maybe space it out just ever so slightly like this, and just do that around your terrain. Also, a note to add, these are especially good for the areas of the terrain that you did not cover with the normal rocks. Alright, that's all you need to do for that. Now it looks a little bit more natural, and it looks like there's grass growing on this too, but obviously this still looks flat. So, I'd recommend maybe adding a lake in or two if you can. All you'd have to do is just make a circle of this with the terrain around it, but sadly we use big pieces. But here is how you can make certain elevation. So all you need to do is just grab the side piece, place it, make sure it's on build grid. I'll place it down a little bit, and you're just going to want to work around with this, the same thing you did with the big pieces, but make it smaller. And it's pretty self-explanatory, that's all you have to do. Then you can grab a side piece, tilt it to the rotation you want, and size it down a little bit, and you can make a little hill that you can walk up to make the terrain easily accessible to people on the ground. After you have something somewhat like this, you're going to want to grab a stone piece again, and do the same thing with the edges of these. And after you have that done, repeat the process with the grass pieces. And that's all you need to do for elevation. You can layer it as much as you want, make straighter pieces. It's really up to however you want it, but as much as you want to add, go ahead and add. Just I recommend adding slopes so it's easy to get up to. Now for the other thing that looks really good with modular terrain, which is slopes. So I'd recommend grabbing this, shrinking it down, tilting this off to its side, maybe give it more of an angle, and increasing its height. Now you can place these everywhere. I'm probably going to place one maybe right over here. And all you're going to want to do, make sure this piece gets into the ground so it doesn't look like it's floating in the air. And make sure that the back is inside of the ground so you can walk up. And now you're going to want to grab this stone piece once again, resize it to the point to where it can reach from the top to the ground, and now you can make a slope. And once again, grab the grass pieces and add them on top. And that's how you can make a spike or a slope in the ground. And that is it for basic modular terrain. You can obviously do more, and if you want to see how to make a basic hill, I can also show you that. To make more natural hills or mountains, all you really need to do is just grab a small piece, and this is for a more cartoony style, just putting that out there. I based these off Salty Mountain from Fortnite Chapter 1. But you just want to grab them and then progressively get smaller as you go up until eventually you have the smallest piece at the top. Add your rocks. And once you get to this, you can either leave it or you can grab this piece up here, shrink it all the way down, pull it over, flip it over, and use the sides of this to look like it's kind of going into this terrain. And now you have modular terrain that looks like it's actually natural. You can repeat this or do whatever you want with it. Obviously this is just the bare minimum, but this is really all we use to make Chaos Island. All you have to do is just shape it. If you'd like to see any other smaller tutorials, let me know in the description. I know this wasn't that much or that outstanding, but if you try it, it does work. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. I'm Eclipzz. Consider liking and subscribing, and use code Eclipzz-YT in the Fortnite item shop. Have a good day.